Big signs that you're standing alone with your boundaries and your opinions with someone when they are not taking accountability and responsibility, when you have addressed the situation, how they made you feel. There has been some sort of a situation with a person or with people who you feel have disrespected your boundaries and feelings or your needs in a situation when you have tried to communicate with this person or with those people authentically and honestly and straightforwardly. You've tried your best to be heard and respected and to solve the situation. So they are not coming across, they are not doing basically anything. In the worst case, they attack you and blame you. And this is, of course, a narcissistic pattern again. And you don't want to be dealing with those kind of toxic people, energy vampires, soul suckers. You don't want to be dealing with those kind of people. You need to be letting them go, cutting them off as soon as possible, walking away from that situation. Because again, it's not your job to be understanding those people, even though it is easy for you to understand them because you are a sensitive empath, a highly sensitive person. You feel other people's issues and emotions and things. That's our gift. It is a gift, it's a blessing, even though it feels like this huge baggage very often. Of course, especially when we're dealing with toxic people around us, especially if they have been our parents or relatives, loved ones, or just random strangers can of course be. But anyway, you get my point that it's not acceptable that you are burnt out and feeling hurt and nobody's taking responsibility but you, that you are alone understanding the situation, what's going on, what's happening, because you have to understand yourself and you understand them, and you see and sense that they are not giving you what you need, they are not acting like mature adults. So you have to give up on that. There are these situations when we just need to let people be. We just need to be able to ignore things for the sake of our own well-being. And honoring your sensitive needs and your healthy boundaries and opinions and who you are as a person. You don't need their attention or validation or anything. All you need is to support yourself from within. Because, true strength and power always come from within. They don't come from other people. Like true love and happiness also come from within. Like your health comes from within with the right kind of tools that other people are not needed when it comes to these things, and we need to be able to have them within us without others. So pay attention if this is happening. If you notice that you are standing alone in situations with people, you just have to let them be. You just have to let them go. You just have to stay away, because you have done your best, you have addressed the situation, but if they're not saying sorry, they're not even apologizing, they don't want to communicate, they don't want to solve things, they don't show you respect and they don't honor your boundaries and your truth and opinions, what can you do? You cannot be changing those people. You cannot be healing them or fixing their mindsets and their lives, and it's not your job. It's not our job to be doing those things. We have to be focusing on our own lives. I'm so sick of disrespectful people, random people attacking others. Seen too many of them throughout my life, and it's been a long, painful journey. And this is one thing that is so important to address, because if you are engaging in these one-sided relationships, one-sided interactions with people, they are just going to be draining you out. They are just going to be burning you out, taking from you, hurting you in many ways. They don't really honor or listen to you because apparently they are just all about their own needs and opinions. If there is no reciprocation towards what you are trying to say. And one of my big new dislikes is when random people just approach me online thinking that they can just, take advantage of me or, get things from me. It makes me so uncomfortable, and not only because I'm very sensitive and been through enough trauma, but also because seriously building an online presence and building your business when you're a sensitive person and been dealing with these things is not easy. It's not easy. It's not very simple either if you don't know. If you don't know, you have to work out a lot of things. You have to study a lot of things and, solve things and figure things out, and especially if you're doing everything by yourself. So yeah. So anyway, my point is just that, when enough is enough, because there's always a point when enough is enough. Everything has a limit, so we can only take so much, and we should not be taking on too much. And that is why those boundaries are so important, and to have your own voice and your own opinions, and to be saying them out loud when you need to, and knowing that, if the other person is not doing what you need them to do in that situation, then you have to be done. A mature, smart adult just moves on. They don't try to explain or push the situation to be solved. Of course, if this has to do with something really serious that you just have to solve, then of course it's a bit different, but of course you have to take the situation as it is. So maybe think what really matters here. Do I really need to do something? But usually this is the rule, that we just have to let people be. We just have to let people go. Just ignore them. Because, like, for example, if they only want things from us but we don't want things from them, it's not going to work. It's going to be one-sided. So we have to pay attention to these things, and we should have normal respect with other people, again, healthy communication, to have people respect our boundaries.